Zimbabwe's efforts to woo the UAE have resulted in the wealthy Gulf state becoming the country's biggest export partner. $1.4 billion has been invested in various sectors since 2022. But despite the investments, Zimbabwe's economy remains troubled. The African nation has a debt pile of $21 billion, high inflation, and a struggling local currency. Bloomberg's Ondiro Oganga is on the story and is joining us now. So, Ondiro, talk about why the UAE is attracted to Zimbabwe, especially when we look at a lot of other countries that have essentially shunned the country going forward.
Hi, Jen. So what attracted the UAE to Zimbabwe is their gold, which has become a bright spot in their local economy. And the genesis of this relationship is in 2019, Zimbabwe's president went to the UAE for a roadshow to try and attract investment into their country. It was a time when the economy was literally on a free fall. They'd been locked out of the capital markets due to sanctions. They defaulted on their debt and also years of misrule from their previous administration. And we're beginning to see this partnership bear green shoots. Dubai Gold and Commodity Exchange have made a pact with Zimbabwe to establish a gold market. Then you have Bluefin Gold Group, which is a miner that is planning to set up in the country, and also a $60 billion cyber smart city that is being set up to replace the current capital city, Harare, that is in ruins. If you also look at UAE, they're part of top 5 foreign direct investment sources for Zimbabwe. So the relationship is bearing fruit that Zimbabwe would have liked to see. But experts are also saying that this is not going to be enough. This is an economy that is crashing under the weight of debt, legacy infrastructure issues, and stable currency, and they need more than inflows from the UAE to stabilize their economy.
Well, when we talk about this partnership, does this do more for the UAE potentially in gaining influence across the African continent, especially when you look at some of the other Gulf players that are trying to do the same?
It does, and they're doing it one country at a time. If I take you back to last year, Egypt, where they were able to invest a total of $35 billion at a time when nobody was willing to give Egypt money or bail them out of the economic crisis that they were going through at the time. And this amount is almost 7% of the total annual economic output from EU. And someone close to the matter told Bloomberg that they're willing to invest more of this amount if the opportunity presents itself. We are seeing an influx of Emirati money onto the African continent. $110 billion have been invested so far in areas of trade, infrastructure, food, logistics. And this comes at a time when China is scaling back on its financing on the African continent. EU is scaling back its presence. And you have US that is putting America first under Donald Trump. But it's also important to say, while diplomatic relations are very important in trying to build influence, there's massive prospects of profit because UAE is daring invest in countries that many are not trying to touch.